explosion in Nashville, which police say is an intentional act. The explosion happened after 6:30 this morning. Nashville police say they responded to a call of a shooting when they found a suspicious RV. They say they found a recording device saying some kind of explosive device inside.
Around 5:30 a.m., officers responded to a call for shots fired in the downtown area, specifically 2nd and near Commerce. As officers responded, they encountered an RV that had a recording saying that a potential bomb would detonate within 15 minutes. Officers, upon hearing that, decided to evacuate the buildings nearby, where they began knocking on doors, making announcements, having emergency communication to communicate with everyone to get people safe. Shortly after that, the RV exploded.
Authorities say several buildings were damaged in the explosion. 3 people were taken to hospital. Thankfully, none of them critically hurt. And surveillance footage from inside a downtown store caught the sound of the explosion as it happened. Listen to this. The store is believed to be a distance away from the direct line of the blast, but the force of the explosion was strong enough to shatter the windows and rattle the light fixtures inside. 2:33 -1. Time for a check on your forecast. Here's CB24's meteorologist, Bill Coulter.
Well, we got it. We got our winter wonderland and our white Christmas. Not everyone in the province, though. Eastern Ontario, believe it or not, saw this as a rain event. And, we saw that slushy transition yesterday evening, but that changeover happened just in time for us to wake up to a bit of a beautiful start to your day. Now, the system snow we got tapering to flurries by midday, and this afternoon we'll just see the occasional burst of little flurries. Those will all be the tail end of lake effect snow. Not everyone's done with the snow. In fact, some areas north and west of the cities, the traditional snow belts of central, eastern, southeastern Lake Huron and southern Georgian Bay could see copious amounts of snow and brutal driving conditions. So I really recommend against any unnecessary travel with those traditional snow belts, at least until Sunday, because you're going to see these lines kind of oscillate or dance around, and wherever they land, you're going to be seeing poor visibility, poor driving conditions. Again, that settles down on Sunday here in the city, and a temperature about -1 this afternoon. It's going to be breezy, a wind chill, but quite pretty and much calmer than areas to the northwest. I'll have your full forecast coming up.
Thanks, Bill. Well, Feed It Forward is giving out festive holiday meals to those in need today. Meals are available for pickup from their new kitchen at Dundas West and from the Pay What You Can grocery store until 4 o'clock this afternoon. Gift bags are also being given out. They're collaborating with the Tibetan Canadian Cultural Center on this initiative, which started on December 23rd.
I just think it's the least I can do. it's something that I do back in return in just being able to give a hand any way that I can, especially in these times. It's very difficult for a lot of people.
It sure is. About 50,000 meals are expected to be given out by the end of today. The Scott Mission is doing its best to ensure anyone in need is served a warm meal today. Volunteers are preparing to serve as many as 300 meals to the city's hardest hit by the pandemic, of namely the homeless and the underhoused. The hot meal is served to go or with the option to eat inside, but at physically distanced seats.
One of the things you hear in the city is everybody saying stay at home. Be safe, stay home. What do you tell
Hi everyone, it's Mamay and welcome back to my channel. And yes, Merry Christmas. And it's today is Christmas Day here in Canada.
Very same meal they would have had if they
No,
were
I
doing it home
appreciate
with the
it.
family. A good.
Yes, so yes, it's a Christmas Day here today.
Everything that they have. Each one gets a gift. Each one, some of the donors have written a small note to them, and so we try to make it very special for them.
We're here for everyone, and especially on Christmas Day, we're especially here for people who have nowhere else to
Yes,
go. And we just want everyone to be able to
my husband is working right now.
and enjoy the day in whatever way that they can.
Yes, God, nice things.
they help me every month. I get to come here and get food twice a month, and I come for their meals, and I come here every Christmas, and they put on a good Christmas dinner. So please, people out there, come and have a nice hot meal today.
The mission has strict health protocols in place to ensure the safety of guests and volunteers. Well, Christmas is being celebrated around the world today in a different way this year, of course, because of the pandemic. Bells rang out around Bethlehem this morning as the traditional birthplace of Jesus celebrated Christmas Day. Thousands of people usually flock to the city to celebrate the birth of Christ. The closure of Israel's international airports to foreign tourists, along with Palestinian restrictions banning interstate travel in the areas they administer in the Israeli-occupied West Bank, have kept visitors away this year. This is a time-lapse footage of the sun rising in Bethlehem. Most of the celebrations, including the traditional gathering of pilgrims around the Christmas tree, were canceled. This was the scene inside Bethlehem's Church of the Nativity.
Hi guys, it's Belmay and welcome back to my channel.
Thousands of them who typically travel to the biblical city from abroad to the celebrations, but
Hello.
couldn't this year because of the pandemic. Pope Francis used his Christmas Day
Hello,
address to
Mikey's
call on countries
vlog.
around the globe to ensure COVID-19 vaccines are made available to those most in need of them. The pontiff is not appearing on the balcony of St. Peter's Basilica this Christmas because of a virus resurgence in Italy. Tens of thousands of people normally gather in the square to receive the papal blessing.
Yeah, I'm
and hear his message.
trying.
Instead, he delivered his annual address on world issues from inside the Apostolic Palace. Churches in the GTA will be mostly marking Christmas online this year. Close to 100 Catholic parishes in the region will live stream Mass as they have done throughout the pandemic. Churches in the lockdown areas of Peel, Toronto, and York can have no more than 10 people present in church at one time. Parishes in red zones, though, are capped at 30% capacity while following health and safety protocols.
Well, it is difficult. I think we could all take a terrible disaster for a day or two, but when it goes on and on and on, you wonder what's the end. Well, they do say there's vaccines or here and all that, but our life is like that too. Our life is a marathon, not a sprint, and that's very important. And so we need to, in the midst of the length of the struggle, we need to go deep and find our sources of strength where they truly are, and that is in our relationship with God and our love for one another.
Yeah, Merry Christmas.
Trudeau has released his Christmas message. It focuses on the pandemic and Canadians coming together during an especially challenging year.
Mikey's vlog, Merry
Hello,
Christmas.
everyone, and Merry Christmas. This has always been a special day for my family. We usually get together to eat too much food, including birthday cake, share laughs and stories, watch cheesy holiday movies, give each other gifts, and most importantly, spend quality time together. This time of year is supposed to be full of joy, light, and family traditions. But this Christmas is different. Families aren't getting together for big dinners, and friends aren't stopping by for cookies and eggnog. This isn't the holiday season we wanted, I know. But here's the thing. Even though this year's Christmas traditions will be
Malungkot yung Christmas dito sa Canada.
everything that unites us. Because today is a time to recognize all the good that we have in our lives. It's a time to celebrate Christ's message of compassion and show people that we love them. And that message has never been more important. We can all agree that 2020 has been a tough year. But through it, we've seen Canadians meet these challenging times with generosity, kindness, and hope. We've seen neighbors helping neighbors, kids giving up playdates and birthday parties, businesses retooling to help in the fight against COVID-19, and we've seen our frontline workers put themselves at risk to keep us safe and our families fed. This year, everyone has done their part, because that's who we are, and Canada is all about. My friends, will end. And as a country, we will come out of it strong, united. So today and into the new year, let's continue this. Let's support folks in need in our communities, and let's reach out to our friends and neighbors who may be having a tough time. From our family to yours, Adrian, Ella Grace, Xavier, Sophie, and I wish you joy, health, and love this holiday season and beyond. Merry Christmas, Canada.
Mississauga's Mayor Bonnie Crombie commented on churches being closed in her holiday message.
I know with the closure of churches, many people are disappointed that they can't celebrate in person with their parishes this year. I want to take a moment to thank the community for celebrating Christmas responsibly this year with only their immediate households. As we look to the new year ahead, we reflect on the important, compassionate, and enduring contributions made by our faith communities this year.
Well, if you've been outside, you would have noticed that the streets are even quieter here in Toronto, with the city in lockdown because of COVID-19. Let's take a look at what's open and closed today. Thanks to government
Hello? Hello?
The TTC is running on a Sunday schedule today.
Huh?
Outdoor skating rinks are open, but it is suggested you book your spot online ahead of time.
Okay.
You're watching Toronto's breaking news. CP24, the U.S. imposes new rules for travelers arriving from the United Kingdom to stop the spread of the new strain of COVID-19. We'll have more on that coming up.
Show them what we got.
This holiday season, who wants to see a magic trick? All these CTV channels are decked out with merry marathons.
That's what I'm talking about.
And that's big news. Let's meet in the middle and say no, it is. From funny,
No, very good place to start.
to fantastic, cool doctors,
Mind if I come in?
Mind if I leave?
to detectives, or the good guys, and just the right amount of holiday magic.
You're a wizard, Harry.
Get into all this on all these CTV channels. Free preview on now.
Great. Now everyone knows.
Good choice. Head and Shoulders keep your hair flake-free and looking 100% great.
I never do anything less than 100%.
Me neither. I make 100% of my leg day.
Come on on. My hair looks just incredible, even in 100% humidity.
Take it up to 100. Clinically proven Head and Shoulders.
Often, insurance companies are denying disability claims on the basis that there's insufficient medical evidence. If you've been denied long-term disability, don't give up. We can help.
Long-term disability from Contact.
There's the guy who said his trade was in perfect condition.
Well, what do you think?
Let's see here. It looks pretty nice on the outside. Got a teeny tiny scratch right there, and
Whoa, game changer. You can use WeatherTech floor liners.
of course, I also have the cargo liner and seat protector.
Here, the carpet looks brand new.
So what do you think of my trade-in now?
It just went up, way up.
Thought so.
Protect your investment. Order your ultimate protection today at weathertech.ca.
Three major GTA hospitals are looking to hire doctors for what they call pandemic support. A job posting says they're looking for general internists to support the network's temporary needs across their sites. Petroleum Health Partners runs Credit Valley Hospital, Mississauga Hospital, and Queensway Health Centre, and serves more than 1 million residents in Peel Region and Toronto's West End. Quebec is starting a widespread COVID-19 testing campaign using rapid tests. The province has 1.3 million rapid tests on hand already. Results are available within 15 minutes. The first tests were deployed earlier this month in Quebec City and are now being rolled out province-wide. Infectious disease specialists say, along with quick contact tracing, rapid tests can really help officials spot outbreaks earlier. In British Columbia, a second mink farm is dealing with a COVID-19 outbreak. 3 dead mink at the farm in Fraser Valley have tested positive for the virus. The farm is now under a quarantine order. No workers have tested positive so far, and the source of the outbreak is
Hello, Merry Christmas.
earlier this month.
Merry Christmas.
The United States has banned all travel from South Africa over the new variant of COVID-19 found in travelers from that country. The UK's Department for Transport says the ban reflects the increased risk of the new strain. The British government has ordered anyone who has traveled to South Africa in the last 14 days and anyone they've been in contact with to quarantine immediately. South Africa has seen an alarming growth in new COVID-19 infections in the past few days as they approach 1 million cases. The U.S. will now require air passengers from Britain to get a negative COVID-19 test before flying. The Centers for Disease Control and Prevention announced the new policy late last night. The U.S. is the latest country to announce travel restrictions because of a new variant of the coronavirus that is spreading in Britain and elsewhere. Travelers will need to receive a negative test within 3 days of their flight and provide the results to the airline and could be denied boarding if they don't. The agency says the order will go into effect on Monday. Japan has confirmed its first cases of the new COVID-19 variant recently found in England. The country's health minister says 5 people who arrived in Japan between December 18th and 21st have tested positive for the virus. Further testing confirmed they have the British variant that's 70% more transmissible. Japan has now stepped up border control for travelers arriving from the UK. Travelers arriving in Russia from Britain will now have for 2 weeks. Earlier this week, Russia suspended direct flights from the UK, and also news of this new variant of the coronavirus has spread across London and parts of England. The mandatory quarantine goes into effect tomorrow. Dozens of countries have now banned flights from the UK or announced travel restrictions. 2:48, -1 out there. This is Toronto's breaking news. CP24 will have traffic, and your weather forecast tells you this beautiful shot will have what coming up.
Hi, my name is Stacy. I'm an occupational therapist in orthopedic surgery at William Osler Health System. I know that 2020 has been a challenging year, but we're almost through it, and we're looking forward to better days ahead. I wanted to wish you and your families a safe and happy holiday season.
Hi, I'm Dr. Jeff Handler. I am an emergency physician at the William Osler Health System for the Cibc Hospital. It is a power report that we will not have to see in the emergency department during the holidays. Please keep your distance, wash your hands, and wear your mask. Have a wonderful holidays and a happy and safe and healthy.
If you need the key to fresh laundry, try Gain Flings. They have more freshness ingredients compared to the leading baking soda detergent. They have 3 superpowered ingredients that fight stink: OxyBoost, Febreze odor remover, and concentrated detergent. Try Gain Flings and smell the difference.
The Boxing Day sale at Leon's is on now at leons.ca. Get Boxing Day specials in every department. Get big savings on furniture. Save up to 50% on mattresses. Plus, get Boxing Day specials on appliances and TVs. On now at leons.ca.
Share more with family with CIBC Global Money Transfer. As you achieve your goals in Canada, you want your family to be able to follow theirs, no matter where they are in the world. And there's no better way to do that than with CIBC Global Money Transfer. Because with CIBC, there's no transfer fee. So more of your money goes to them and their goals. Share more with CIBC Global Money Transfer.
You can find them in every neighborhood. The new go-tos and timeless standards. The innovators. The one-of-a-kind creators. And the shop owners who greet you by name and treat you with kindness. They give us a sense of belonging, and they always remind us we need local as much as local needs us.
If you live for the music, live out loud with Virgin Radio. Just ask for it on your smart speaker. Also available on the iHeartRadio app.
Gather round, kids. It's time for Sheldon's beloved Christmas special.
Has the whole world gone mad? The Big Bang Theory Holiday Marathon is on now on CTV Comedy Channel.
renting a new apartment, it's important to make an informed decision. The City of Toronto's Rent Safe TO program is a program launched by the city 2 years ago that helps renters and tenants make informed decisions. It also makes sure that landlords and property managers have their buildings to the highest quality of standards, to turn their minds to making sure that they're clean and kept to a good standard. It also allows for tenants to make service requests for if you don't have hot water, if your walkway hasn't been clean, if your garbage chute is overflowing, there's a mechanism to do that and a response time that should be met. If that's not met, the city can work with the landlords and hold them accountable for making these very important corrections to these places so people are living in the highest quality of living. A lot of people live in our apartment buildings. We want them to live in healthy, great communities and be proud of where they live and live in good buildings. So it's always important to look at our website before you make a decision, understand what's happening at the building you're looking at. There's an evaluation score, there's some history on it. Always know your rights.
Know Your Rights on CP24 is brought to you by Diamond and Diamond Lawyers. There's nothing tougher than a diamond.
Well, this was a really interesting setup and storm system. I mean, yesterday we had a low over the U.S. Southeast. We had a low up over Hudson Bay. They kind of tag teamed, they joined hands, and instead of going just straight from west to east, they kind of migrated up from the southwest to northeast and tilted back a little bit. All signs of a mature storm that was really invigorated by the clash of very different temperatures. So eastern Ontario got stuck on the warm side of this low, saw it as a rain event. Here in the city, and the GTA generally, we saw it start as rain with transitional precip, and then some freezing rain there for a time, and then over to snow because we got into the cold side just enough. Areas to the west saw much cooler conditions, much quicker, and you saw more snow, and you continue to see more snow because of the lake effect. So we will continue to see the system snow pull away, but the lake effect snow is what's replacing it. And here in the city, we'll just get occasional bursts of flurries from the tail end of this lake effect, but some areas could see 5 centimeters an hour in the traditional snow belts, and that could mean accumulations up to 50, maybe even a little bit more in certain areas that just keep getting hammered by these specific bands of lake effect. They'll be drifting up towards the south end of Georgian Bay and then back towards central eastern Lake Huron. Just if you can, avoid that. Here's your 7-day forecast. We calmed down on Sunday. Monday, we get some showers in the evening mix. Tuesday, not a bad day with sun and cloud with a cool breeze. And then Wednesday, evening showers, changes over possibly, and then back to some rain on Thursday as the system rolls in for New Year's Eve. Now, for the time being, the model suggesting it's going to be a mostly rain event here, maybe a mix north of the city, but we've got time for that to change. So we're going to keep all over this, let you know if anything changes with the models that are going to be running over the next few days in case this becomes more of a white than just wet storm. And we will let you know if that seems to be the situation. That is your 7-day forecast. I'm going to send it back inside. Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas to you, Bill. 251 minus 1. Thanks for spending your Christmas day with us. You're watching CP24, the final Jeopardy, featuring the late, great Alex Trebek that was originally scheduled for today will now air in the new year. We'll have details coming up.
The lockdown continues as cases keep rising. What the rules mean for you and what's in store for the rest of the GTA. The latest live, on air, online, and on the iHeartRadio app on CP24.
Paying out this huge amount of cash to you for your gold and diamond jewelry has turned my face and my hair silver. So I am now buying your sterling silver jewelry. Bring me your silver rings, earrings, necklaces, and bracelets. Oh, yeah.
It's the Boxing Day sale at Leon's. Save big on big screen TVs. Get special prices on furniture. Save up to 50% on mattresses. Plus, save the tax on select furniture and mattresses. Limited time only. Visit leons.ca for details.
Olay's Retinol 24 faced the competition, and we broke through. Olay's Retinol 24 complex hydrates better than the $100 retinol cream. Visibly smoother, brighter skin in just 24 hours. Olay Retinol 24.
With the new OLG.ca, you can now buy your favorite lottery tickets online from anywhere. Sign up now at OLG.ca.
The price is right. Now is the time.
time to sell your gold. Bring me your gold jewelry, your gold coins, your gold bars, even your broken gold, even your gold teeth. All of the jewelry pays the most for your gold. All of the jewelry.ca. Oh, yeah.
Welcome back. The final Jeopardy episode featuring the late Alex Trebek was originally scheduled to air today, but the air date has now been moved to the new year. Trebek's final farewell as beloved host of the show will now be seen on January 8th. The show is wrapping up 2020 with 10 of his best episodes, which kicked off December 21st. Trebek died in November at the age of 80. He had hosted Jeopardy since 1984. January 8th. Mark that on your calendars. It is 2:57-1. This is Toronto's breaking news. CP24 emergency crews are on the scene of a Christmas Day explosion at the Tabasco plant in Hamilton. The latest details are coming up with Lita Latifat. Stay with us.
I'm Harold the Mortgage Closer. Do you have any properties in the GTA for immediate sale? I'm looking to buy any houses, any commercial properties, any strip plazas, or even any vacant land in the GTA. Call Harold 647-400-4653 for a quick closing.
When it comes to laundry, everyone thinks their way is the right way. I wash on delicate.
I just stuff everything in. You have to wash on cold because it saves energy.
Secret is, Tide Pods work no matter how you wash, so everyone is right. It's got to be Tide.
Frustrated that everyday activities cause wrinkles and there's nothing you can do about it? Downy Wrinkle Guard is a fabric conditioner that helps protect you from wrinkles all day. Pants washed with Downy Wrinkle Guard and detergent are virtually wrinkle-free. Try Downy Wrinkle Guard.
It's the legendary Boxing Day sale at Visions Electronics. Save up to 80% off. Visions Electronics has your lowest price guaranteed and no interest and no payments until 2022. Boxing Day is on now at Visions Electronics. See the flyer at visions.ca.
My gums have been irritated. So I asked my dentist, do I really have to worry about that? She said harmful bacteria were just below the gum line.
Crest Gum Detoxify works below the gum line to help neutralize harmful plaque bacteria and reverse gingivitis. Gum Detoxify from Crest.
The solution to COVID-19 starts with you. Stay home and away from others if feeling ill, even with mild symptoms. Keep 2 meters apart from anyone outside your household, even if they're family or close friends. Wear a face covering inside public spaces and workplaces. Wash your hands often. Take the online self-assessment to learn if you should get tested. Our job to stop the spread is not over. By working together, we will make a difference and keep everyone safe. To learn more, visit ontario.ca/coronavirus.
Can you use some extra cash for debt consolidation or for renovations? If you own a house, I can provide you with an easy second or third mortgage within 24 hours. You don't even have to leave your house. Call Howard the Mortgage Closer 647-400-4653 for an easy mortgage.
Emergency crews are responding to a Christmas Day explosion at the Tabasco plant in Hamilton. The latest developments are straight ahead. Police believe an explosion today in Nashville was an intentional act. The latest details are coming up. And helping those in need, that's the goal of Feed It Forward as it's spending this Christmas Day distributing 50,000 holiday meals. More on this in moments. It is 3:00-1 from 299 Queen Street West. This is Toronto's breaking news, CP24. Good afternoon, I'm Lita Latifat. Merry Christmas if you're celebrating, and happy holidays. We are following a developing story out of Hamilton this afternoon. No injuries have been reported after an explosion at the Tabasco plant. Video posted to Twitter shows a large plume of dark black smoke coming from that plant. Industrial fire crews responded to the call. It happened just after 11 o'clock this morning. ArcelorMittal Tabasco has released a statement about this blast, which reads in part, at approximately 11:10 a.m., a slag pit eruption occurred at the number 4 blast furnace. Thankfully, there are no injuries. However, the event caused a significant air emission. Ministry of Environment, Conservation, and Parks have been alerted. Well, the FBI is investigating an RV explosion in Nashville, which they're calling an intentional act. The explosion happened just after 6:30 this morning. Nashville police say they responded to a call of a shooting when they found a suspicious RV. They say they found a recording saying it had an explosive device in it.
Around 5:30 a.m., officers responded to a call for shots fired in the downtown area, specifically 2nd and near Commerce. As officers responded, they encountered an RV that had a recording saying that a potential bomb would detonate within 15 minutes. Officers, upon hearing that, decided to evacuate the buildings nearby, where they began knocking on doors, making announcements, having emergency communication, communicate with everyone to get people safe. Shortly after that, the RV exploded.
Authorities say several buildings were damaged in this explosion. 3 people were taken to hospital, but none critically hurt. And surveillance footage from inside a downtown store caught the sound of the explosion as it happened. Now, the force of that explosion was strong enough to shatter the windows and rattle light fixtures inside. The investigation continues. It is 3:03 now, switching gears. It is -1 in the city. Let's get a check on your holiday weather forecast. Here's Bill Coulter. Hi, Bill.
Well, we got it. We got our winter wonderland and our white Christmas. Not everyone in the province, though. Eastern Ontario, believe it or not, saw this as a rain event. And, we saw that slushy transition yesterday evening, but that changeover happened just in time for us to wake up to a bit of a beautiful start to your day. Now, the system snow we got tapering to flurries by midday, and this afternoon we'll see the occasional burst of little flurries. Those will all be the tail end of lake effect snow. Not everyone's done with the snow. In fact, some areas north and west of the city, the traditional snow belts of central eastern, southeastern Lake Huron and southern Georgian Bay could see copious amounts of snow and brutal driving conditions. So I really recommend against any unnecessary travel with those traditional snow belts, at least until Sunday, because you're going to see these lines kind of oscillate or dance around, and wherever they land, you're going to be seeing poor visibility, poor driving conditions. Again, that settles down on Sunday here in the city, and a temperature about -1 this afternoon. It's going to be breezy, a wind chill, but quite pretty and much calmer than areas to the northwest. I'll have your full forecast coming up.
Bill, thanks so much. Well, Feed It Forward is giving out festive holiday meals to those in need today. Meals are available for pickup from their new kitchen at Dundas West and from the Pay What You Can grocery store until 4 p.m. Gift bags are also being given out. They're collaborating with the Tibetan Canadian Cultural Center on this initiative, which started on December 23rd.
I just want to extend this to anyone who other than me or just needs to come out and join
in charge of the.
And we just want to share
Really
this
good.
with everyone. A lot of people have been working hard, and just wanted
I'm live streaming there.
to share it and wish everyone
I'm live
Merry
streaming.
Christmas.
About 50,000 meals are expected to be given out by the end of today. This is a live look. Well, the Scott Mission is doing its best to ensure anyone in need is served a warm meal today. Volunteers are preparing to serve as many as 300 meals to the city's hardest hit by the pandemic, the homeless and the underhoused. The hot meal is served to go or with the option to sit inside and physically distanced seats.
Today is a very
Yeah.
One of the hardest days I guess. It's tough being on the streets. It's tough being on the streets. COVID has made it worse. It's COVID. Putting all that together, this is
Yeah,
one of the
tawagan ko
toughest
si
days for
4:30.
keepers. And
4:30.
especially
Yeah.
the person who's on the streets.
Alam mo ano ka?
I know it these people are
Tulong tayo.
Kaya, 4 o'clock din. 4:30 nga. Tama. Alin natin, pang appetizer yon. Gusto nila yon, tingnan mo.
So, all I gotta say, people out there, be safe.
Okay,
The
Brandalin
mission
gani.
has strict health protocols in place
Yeah.
for the safety of guests as well as volunteers. Well, Christmas is being celebrated around the world
Something yan,
today in a different
Dala, kaya.
bells rang out around Bethlehem this morning as the traditional birthplace of Jesus celebrated Christmas Day. Thousands usually flock to the city to celebrate the birth of Christ at the closure of Israel's International Airport to avoid tourists, along with Palestinian restrictions banning intercity travel in the areas. They minister in an Israeli-occupied West Bank that has kept visitors away.
morning. It's Balmia. Can I order the large sushi platter? Yeah, I think that's like $71, right?
This was the scene inside Bethlehem's Church of the Nativity during the Christmas Day Mass today. The subdued service was missing the pilgrims who traveled to the biblical city from abroad, but couldn't this year because of the pandemic.
Yeah, yeah, and then can you tell Anne that I want another 2 order of deep fry house roll inside the platter. Yeah, deep fry roll inside the platter.
Instead, he delivered his annual address on World History.
Yeah, thank you. So yeah, can we pick up it like around 4 o'clock? 4. Yeah, 4. Yes. Yeah, but I want it inside the platter too, please. Okay, thank you. Okay, bye-bye. Discountan na naman yan ni Ann. Alam niya yun. Bami. Discountan niya yan.
In the midst of the pandemic, we're all facing this isolation, this distancing from one another, which is not the way we're meant to be. So we need to increase our reaching out to people, to praying for them, to caring for them.
Ang dami naman ito. Anong nilagay niya dumi? May wine din siya.
Taking us to what Christmas is really all about, the simplicity of it.
Ano yan, ram? Ram yan.
O yan, meron na naman siya ganyan nung mahilig talaga siya. Yan na naman.
Banks and government offices, they're closed. LCBO and near store locations are
Merry Christmas. Please enjoy the smell of Onas and we can have you over this time. Enjoy Love, Dawn, and Rob.
all indoor attractions in the city are shut down.
Klase mo ito may Ranil mo ni? Yan yung sa akin. Si boy.
It is 3:09 now, -1. This is tomorrow's breaking news. CBC24. Quebec has kicked off the COVID-19 testing campaign using rapid tests. But first, the Queen's annual Christmas message.
Every year, we herald the coming of Christmas by turning on the lights. And light does more than create a festive mood. Light brings hope. Jesus is the light of the world. But we can't celebrate his birth today in quite the usual way. People of all faiths have been unable to gather as they would wish for their festivals, such as Passover, Easter, Eid, and Visaki. But we need life to go on. Last month, fireworks lit up the sky around Windsor as Hindus, Sikhs, and Jains celebrated.
Wala namang watching. Wala mayo nagatingin.
Providing joyous moments